Yeah, boring. The woman was pretty dumb from Launceston, and the Jewish kid next to me was not that exciting. But there were some honeys, but they didn't talk to me. So life as usual. Main complaint.
Tell me about your toothache.
Right. No, there's too much eating. I'll tell you once it's repaired.
All right, well, see you in Frankfurt, mate.
Thank you, Richard.
Where's your bike, Mick?
About 14 kilometres away.
What's it doing over there?
Good stuff. Okay, I'm getting changed. I'll be back in a sec.
All right.
Don't lose anything.
Do you want me to tidy up?
It's getting more. No, it's getting more and more spread out. Don't think you're going to end up in anything.
Mick had to pick up his bike from a freight company whose depot was some distance from the terminal. He also had to assemble it, but he was still way ahead of me because I still had yet to buy my bike. Finally, after a delay of some days caused by inclement weather and large department stores, we at last quit Frankfurt and head off on the beginning of our 6-month cycle tour of Europe.
Ow! Where's the supermarket?
You hungry?
Yeah.
Me too.
Might be a shop up there.
Let's go that way.
I agree. Too much off here.
There he is. There comes our Mick. What did you get, Mick?
Yeah, good one.
Dessert?
A treat for our dessert that we've already got.
You got custard?
No, I've got some whipped cream.
Is it processed?
Well, cream. Well, I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Being Aldi Mart quality, I'm sure it's fine.
You mean I can eat it?
You probably won't want to.
Yeah, I'd say
And
so.
some very, 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 very cheap orange juice. With no additives, but from concentrate.
Sounds good.
Very cheap.
An essential part of our trip was the economy and convenience of our tents. We stayed at campgrounds which were cheapish, and the tents could be carried with no great effort. Mid-morning coffee was becoming an important part of our daily routine. As you can see, Mick would have the largest and most economical coffee available. He would then translate for me the news from a free copy of the newspaper. If we were lucky, it would be the Bild publication, which featured fine examples of German page 3 girls on whatever page they appear on in Germany. Our day usually started with a 7:30 rise and a 9-ish start, with morning coffee at 11-ish. The second leg would be from 12 until 2, at which time we stopped for lunch. The 2 hours from 3 till 5 concluded the day's ride. This last leg could go on for longer, however, depending on the ease of finding accommodation. Here we are in Bamberg in mid-May. The weather is cool and Mick and I are the only people in the whole city wearing shorts. This is until we bump into some US servicemen from a nearby military base. I don't know what is worse, the Germans thinking us to be crazy or to be Americans.
There's a view up there, is there?
I'm not sure if the right bloody thing here.
Nope. So there's a view up there, is there?
No. Imagine.
Can you ring the bell?
And I've now lost the same thing that girls. I've now lost it.
Can you ring the bell though?
Number 3. No,
I just did.
Can't do it more than once.
Bamberg is an historic city, largely because there is so much of the city still intact. I've just got a little bit of info for you that I'll pass on. Bamberg. World Heritage Fascination. Breathe the air of past centuries and experience the World Heritage City of Bamberg. Endowed with one of Europe's largest intact old town centres, Bamberg is an outstanding cultural and architectural highlight of every tour through Bavaria. Scheisse. Actually, something very important that the brochure does mention is that Bamberg is the secret capital of beer. The brochure mentions a smoked beer, and in fact at the campground the innkeeper recommended a particular beer which was very smoky indeed. So much so that we had to have a few of these to decide how smoky they really were. By the way, you may be wondering why everything is so peaceful. Well, Mick and I have gone our separate ways for the afternoon.
Hohenstadt.
And it's raining and
It's basically a railway siding, right?
it's a station.
Well, it's not much of a station really, is it?
It is a station.
Well, if you want, it's like,
Piss and rain. And
it's just like that one over there.
coldish, and there were 2 girls on the other side that actually caught a train.
except that one doesn't have me and Mick sitting in it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we can't complain. We're
No,
dry.
we can. We should. And we are.
After all, we've just got
It's just
A
bad,
bottle of,
it's just bad luck.
$1.99.
Bottle of Bordeaux Blanc. Blanc?
I think it's French anyway.
It is, well, Bordeaux.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, Bordeaux Blanc. You're right again, Mick.
I think here I'm trying to demonstrate how one, when looking to compare and contrast the cultures of France and Germany, need look no further than the example of wine and beer.
Well, it'll be tested tonight anyway.
No, it won't. It's going to be 25.
25 degrees. 25 centimetres of water. Another one?
The whole bloody tent. Oh, hello. It's when the porno scene starts.
There's a rabbit over there.
Even focus on the label.
yeah, okay. Let's come back again.
Can you
Hang on a
focus
second.
the label?
Yeah, just getting to it now, Mick. This is the folk beer, is it?
Falkenfelser.
I would just like to say that unsurprisingly this beer is full of piss and wind.
You want to tell me about that extra cost for that youth hostel, Mick?
Well, there's an extra cost for over 27-year-olds of €3, but not at our one.
Okay. So which one is it?
We're going maybe to Muldorf,
Yeah, which one's got the extra cost?
Bremen.
Bremen. Is that where your mum comes from?
Yes, dude.
That's probably why.
Could be. Okay, let's go to shoot. We are a beer's dick away, I think.
An hour and a half, maybe?
It doesn't mean we're far though. I reckon we're probably 13 kilometres away from the town.
That's what am I?
Muldorf.
Muldorf.
On the River Inn. Another big river.
I think we might be lost again. We've been having trouble on these little country roads. The little country roads aren't on the map, and the roads on the map we don't seem to be able to find in real life. So maybe these chickens can give us a hand.
And also,
Yeah.
sign further, you can put that away because we better just get it smashed up. Okay.
So what's the verdict, Mick?
Yeah. Shit ground, basically.
Okay.
Trouble.
So we're not going to camp anywhere.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not. No wonder there's no bloody tents anywhere. Ooh, baby. Here we go.
Right next to this caravan.
No, don't worry about that. Then we're in 50%.
Alright, so it looks like this could be it.
No, it won't.
Oh well. Good on you, Mick.
Picturesque little town nestled below towering and snow-capped peaks. It is oddly enough situated on the Inn River. It is very well known as a ski resort, and it is obvious why. There is not much flat land to be had around here. The ride to get here was quite easy as the road wound its way along the valley floor. But the next part of our trip takes us into the next valley, and that requires us to climb over a mountain pass. That pass is the Bremer at 1,375 metres, and will take us across the border into Italy to the town of Vipiteno, or to use the German name, Störsing.
So what's the story with the tennis, Mick?
Yes, I think Wayne Arthur's got shellacked.
We had money on that, didn't we?
Yeah, he lost in straight sets after he beat Jürgen Meltzer twice so far this year. But Jürgen Meltzer got his revenge. I think under a gas he's out, but can't quite work it out.
Well, can you get back to us when you have?
What's that?
Can you get back to us when you've got it worked out?
No, well, I think the gas is out from blah blah. Nimmerman of Finland knocked him out in 5 hard sets. Oh no, he got thumped. Last 2 sets were 6-1, 6-1, and I'm pretty sure.
There's Mick. He's quite a way ahead of me. He's disappearing around the corner. And he'll be heading up there somewhere, then along there maybe, and there. That's it. That's where I have to go. It's already been 2 hours solid on the road now. I got no idea how much longer it's going to take me to get up there. Anyway, as you can see, it's a bit cool here. All those bits of white there are all snow. And if you have a look carefully, a bit further down the hill, you'll see some more. So it's pretty cool up here. Anyway, I'll just show you a little bit more of the scenery to my side. More of the Alps looking north. We're headed over just one last pass. I forget the name of the town, but that'll take us further into Italy. And here comes just another motorbike.
The reason I have been able to get ahead of Mick and film his descent is that I am much quicker on the downhills than he is, whereas Mick is faster on the flats and in the ascents. Mick, I am sure, has his own theories for this. Mine is that I have a far heavier load on my bike, and more control.
Oh! So I think that's the town we're having lunch.
We're in Italy, and Mick's at it again. He's doing his pitch report. Unfortunately, it doesn't look good.
We're going that way at the moment. We've got to find a rock to whack a rock hammer.
Oh, okay, to whack the pegs in.
Exactly right.
What's wrong with this ground, Mick?
Well, it's hard, rocky, uneven, but there's a dog.
It's a dog.
Labrador, black. That's waving back.
That's good. Okay, well this is what we're looking at. We're in Italy.
Get on a holiday.
We're amongst the pine trees, I guess. I'm just looking for Yogi Bear to step out at any minute. Now we're on our way to Bolzano.
That's all.
Now would you like to tell everybody why we're here?
It's bleeding hot, and I decided not to visit my alleged friends in Tuscany. So we've just ridden 30 kilometres back the same way that we did yesterday. And it's sunny and hot.
Where are we going?
We're going to Bolzano. And you've got an ice cream. You ought to eat it because it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, I know, you've been looking at it. It's gelati.
It is. And lemon, of course.
Lemon gelati. Yum, yum. This is a Moorish idol.
Tastes better than our tortellini.
There's a Moorish idol and a clownfish. See that? Down there, little clownfish. Oops, got my... There. Here we are at the campground at... I've forgotten. Bolzano. And Mick and I, we've decided that we're actually going to live here. Look at this. A swimming pool. Lovely garden setting. And a restaurant which is closed. Oh, but look at this. Chez Michael. What are we having tonight, Mick?
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Well, we're in Italy, we've got to have gnocchi, don't we?
With carbon.
With carbon?
Apparently so.
What sort of carbon?
Unnecessary carbon.
Unnecessary carbon. Oh, okay, so Italian cooking fuel again, isn't it?
Hang on, I'm a bit of trouble here.
It's a bit too strong, just like their wine. Tell me about the beer, Mick. What's this beer you found?
It's very strong. What is it? You tell me. Strong Dutch beer.
What's it? Orange boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, beer. 8.5%. Look at that. Extra strong. Bolzano.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Where we're going, as opposed to should be going, where we are going, I think.
Hang on, no, I've lost your finger. Okay, there we go. There's a tunnel there, Mick. Can we get past that?
No, I know what you're talking about. There's tunnels everywhere.
Yeah, how do we get past that tunnel?
You go through it, that's what they're for.
Oh, okay.
To Brunico or Bruneck,
Dark
around
in
there.
tunnels. It's very dark in tunnels, Mick.
And then second day looks an awful long way on this map.
Yeah.
All the way.
To Linz. But hang on, isn't there... That's all downhill from
we may be. Now there's 8 million opportunities I found. Go back to Bolzano. On Bolzano.
Bolzano, yeah, okay.
A whole heap of opportunities I found out from the Michelin map.
Yeah.
Was go down here, and there's quite a few campsites too.
So there.
And essentially get to Cortina d'Ampezzo.
Oh, okay. Does it have a German name as well?
No. And then we could... Oh shit, that actually looks pretty good.
Border?
And we could actually
is that the border, Mick?
No, it's over here, so it's still in Italy. So we could actually go this pretty rugged route.
Mick, I think you're losing the viewers. Okay, we've gone up to that road we were going to be on before anyway.
Yeah, we do then. And then we could either get to Linz, and then go down here and go along the river. Oh, in fact, it opens up. Go along the river here.
Yep.
It was meant to be a very scenic route to Via.
Ah, the big picture. Is there a big picture?
And actually, one bad thing about this one, for instance, is there's a lot of passes. And they're bloody high.
But no tunnels.
There is a tunnel.
There's a tunnel?
Yeah.
Where is it?
That's 17. There's one here.
Hang on. There?
Way back there, yeah. And Cortina might be a pretty popular spot. And it's 2,300 metres high. That's another reason we mightn't go there. That's awfully high.
We don't like heights, do we?
Not that high. Only when we're on top. We don't mind.
We're scared of heights unless we're on top. Okay, sounds like a familiar story.
But there seems to be a lot of hostels.
Yeah, I think this is good because you're right. To get to places like Madrid, you're going through like deserts, really.
Yes.
So there's a lot of places to stay. It's good.
Oh, boy. Of course, got to stay at a youth hostel to find these things. Is one of these issues. I still can't work out the cost business.
Hey Mick, tell me about where are we? Come on.
We're in someone's damn bloody hot thing. It's comfortable for about the next 20 minutes.
And what's it like compared to our tents?
My tent is far nicer, but
Alright.
That'll do.
Well, here we are. We've just landed ourselves in this cosy, comfortable cabin. The guests of?
Justin and Agata, who are paying
about the same price as us.
Paying less than us to
a mere
stay
13 euros a night for
Oh, jeez.
luxurious log fire cabin.
Do you mean you're having to pay 13? That's no good. How can you put up with that?
Yeah, it's obviously Australian dollars you're paying, isn't it? You can't really see too well, but anyway, this is the cabin. And I don't know how these guys scored it, but they did. I think they're obviously seasoned travellers. But all except for this little guy up here. He's a bit sad. Along with his little mate over here.
Someone's been eating his ears as well.
Who's this guy?
Austrian
That's Daffy the Duck in the corner.
Those figures on the wall of the camping Platz office are scuba divers, and Lake Hallstatter is a popular diving destination. Apparently the underwater visibility on a good day can be expected to be anything up to 50 metres. This dive organisation also boasts the world's shortest diver. I didn't notice that she was particularly short as she stood behind the counter. Then she stepped down from the stool she was standing on. It rained quite heavily last night, and on the mountain it obviously snowed, as you can see the snow line clearly. Mick leads me to believe that Linz was Adolf Hitler's favourite town. The initial impression was not a favourable one, but as with even the most modern and dullest of towns, once you get into the Altstadt, or Old Town, the difference is quite remarkable.
Which countries it goes into, which places we can get to the easiest and in plenty of time. You haven't quite worked all that out yet.
Well, over the last 30 seconds I've started not to give a shit, Mick. Why?
It was your idea.
No, it was yours actually. You said
It was yours! Now you're throwing on me!
No,
One minute.
It was your idea to ask.
1 minute, I don't know where you wanted to go.
Look, you're interrupting my video, Mick.
I wanted to give the viewer an idea of what it is like to feel the breeze in their hair and to imagine the G-forces exerted upon your body as one negotiates a challenging downhill ride. I guess you'll have to wait for another trip to find out. This attempt proved to be a little less exciting than I had hoped for. I will try to spice things up for you a little. I will start with some exciting music.
So let the roller coaster roll and hang on in
Sorry about that. I've just had a call from the Glory Box solicitors about unauthorised use of their song Roller Coaster. I'll try to think of something else. Does anybody have any Frente CDs?
So here you have man and his trusty steed. Down for the count. Smile, Mick. You'll be right for tomorrow, Mick?
No. If this tube doesn't fit, I'm going to kick the bloke who said, no, too large, it'll fit.
Oh, that was that guy in
Bolzano.
Bolzano. Yeah.
And it's certainly big, I can tell you that. It's going to be a very... I know it's going rough.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for your advice.
Well, as if we didn't have enough hold-ups already today, Mick has gone and lost his hat. So this is just going to take up another few minutes. But anyway, we won't worry about that. We'll indulge Mick.
Talking of indulging Mick, if I ever have to eat another meal of bratwurst and sauerkraut or gnocchi, wait 3 hours outside Aldi while someone buys 3 weeks' supply of dessert, wears a Werder Bremen football shirt in Bavaria, reads a newspaper they can't understand 3 times over before they finish their coffee, can't decide which campground to use despite the fact they're...
Well, here we have Mick setting up his tent at our new camping ground at Asberg, and we're quite impressed with this campground. As you can see, they're setting up tonight's sing-along by the campfire. This particular campground we find is very unique in Germany. The owners have had it for about 4 years, and they've built it all themselves and basing their principles on ideas from Canada and New Zealand. And Mick can tell you all about New Zealand campsites. He's been there and he knows all about it, and he is an enormous fan. Anyway, I'll just give a bit of a pan through here, and yours truly has his tent already set up, and of course Mick's just lagging behind. Oh God, where is he? We've lost him. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, they have got a TV room.
They do, they've got a TV room.
I can see the TV from here.
Ah, right. What about internet, Mick?
I don't know about that one yet. It's a big TV. It's big.
Have they got the footy on it?
No,
Neighbours?
it's just an attractive woman.
Attractive woman. What would we do with that?
Nothing really. Britney Spears or Jacqueline's what's that? Blah blah Simpson, Jessica Simpson, or who else?
Nick,
Natalie
shut up.
Imbruglia?
Nick,
Who's a Canadian superstar?
Yeah, I know.
Is there one? There's Natalie Furtado. Furtado. You know who I'm talking
okay,
about?
Mick.
No.
No, you must.
Mick,
Furtado.
Mick, shut up.
Shut up.
Introduce our guest.
This is
Veronique
Veronica.
from Canada.
Veronique. And we've
From
paid
Canada.
about
Mick, listen to me.
€400 for her to appear in a 20-second video clip, and she's demanded 400.
Is she going to sing? Is she going to sing for us?
But her
Mick?
mother's about to die, and she said, "Okay, 200 will do, but no longer than 20 seconds." So,
Okay.
we tried hard. It was very difficult. So.
Thank you, Mick. Okay, let's shoot to the commercial break.
Highlights.
You're good now, Mick. Come on.
We're in the main
train through to Karlsruhe, Richard, and we're waiting for, where are we, Main Street, about 3-4 kilometres from the very end. What's his name? Armstrong. He's a minute ahead of everyone, and here are all the other wankers who are going to watch them stream by in about 2 hours time. So we've got our spot 2 hours early. There's nothing happening except for this loud TV that's not televising the race. It's just showing up a whole load of crap. There you go.
Thank you, Mick.
Get a bar road thrown at us.
What was that, Mick?
Lights on, they're off.
The light goes on and they're off and racing.
Lights on, they're off. Right start of the Cox plate.
1,6 Kilometer vor dem Ziel doch ganz schön eingeklemmt zu sein. Nur, er hat auch auf der dritten Etappe bewiesen, wie lange er warten kann. Rechts, jetzt vom Boden im leuchtenden.
Hat wieder seine größte Übersetzung aufgelegt, 55 Zähne vorne und hinten das kleinste Ritzel mit 11 Zähnen, also über 10 Meter Raum gewinnt bei einer kompletten Finalumdrehung.
Auf den letzten 1000 Metern. Das Problem besteht darin.
Right start of the Cox plate.
Superimposed snag back at the rear.
Right start of the Cox plate.
Superimposes third last. There's a fall, Pedals Raiders come down. Oh, Naturalism's lost the rider. There's a fall, Pedals Raiders come down. Oh, Naturalism's lost the rider. Superimposes third last. There's a fall, Pedals Raiders come down.
Alright, Mick, we're here at the Karlsruhe equivalent of Jeff's shed.
We're at the Messe Karlsruhe. It's big, and we've just been at the post Tour de France. Blah blah. There was free wine. Oh dear, we had to sample it. I hate wine, but oh well. That's about it.
Who won today, Mick?
Stuart O'Grady, I think. Robbie
McEwen.
McEwen did actually.
Robbie McEwen, thank you, Mick.
We sat next to a very pretty girl, but she's nowhere to be found. And,
What happened to the girls in blue?
They were very attractive, so there you go. And it's big.
What happened? What?
And we've
Where
had
did it land?
wine, too much wine because I couldn't drink it all.
Is that why you can't babble on?
I can babble on, but it's still.
Well, tell us about Lance.
I saw Lance. I saw number 1 on the yellow shirt as they went by. It took about 1.4 seconds, and it was so quick it was ridiculous. And we just got crushed for about 2 seconds by every. Except for the pretty girl, she stayed away.
And really good pranks.
Oh, we missed all the pranks though.
Oh, we saw them on the TV
On
though.
TV we did, yeah. And TV, I'll give you a whinge. For the first hour we're standing there, TV had nothing but magazine articles of what do you think about the Tour de France coming to Karlsruhe? Oh, it's lovely, we're having a barbecue, blah, blah, blah.
Would you like to send a cheerio to anyone, Mick?
Say it again?
Would you like to send a cheerio to anybody?
No.
Yeah. What about your best mate?
My mother's dead, so she won't care.
What's the story of this second day, Mick? You expecting any big things from Lance today?
We'll see him. Oh, there's a good chance we'll see him, because then we'll say, Lance. That'll be it. And about 2 minutes later they'll say, there's yarns. Besides that, not much else.
Okay. Will we see Robbie?
Won't recognise him, I don't think. Robbie and...
Do they have a stage winner's jersey at all?
No.
Okay.
No. He's not the screen holder, so...
Alright, so we're just waiting a little bit longer here for the big day.
Another hour.
Big moment.
Or so. Who was that, you know?
An orange jumper on, wherever he was.
Let's let him take a bloody photo.
This is beautiful Luxembourg. They say that good things come in small packages. Well, this is no truer than for this pint-sized principality. If you plan to visit Europe and you only have a short amount of time, Luxembourg is probably a good place to visit. It has a fair number of typical European sites, but in area is just a fraction of most other European countries. Luxembourg is built on both sides of a deep ravine. I would imagine it to be quite a strategic position. Depending on the side of the river you're attacked from, everybody could run across the bridge to the other side and to safety. I didn't suggest my theory to Mick. He doesn't have a lot of time for my ideas.
How can they play on that table? There's only one other table, I suppose.
They're shit bloody table tennis players. And you can't blame the table. Well, hang on. Yeah, the table's become free and they've abandoned the court.
Oh, they have
They've walked off the court.
Have they got a transier on their table too, which is causing problems or not?
No, they're not playing on this table. They got a real table tennis table now. They can't complain. So now it'll be just be the excuses will now be shit playing, not the surface. Oh look, they're actually hitting back to each other. They must be good.
But they have gone back, have they? Oh, gone to the proper.
All the other people have abandoned
Yeah.
So all we've got now,
Quickly film our beers.
tables are just being used. From now on, tables will be just used as tables. Like,
Losing all the green peppers.
excuse me? What was that French word you used?
Cheap, excellent.
What?
Cheap, excellent beers.
Yeah, but what was that French word you used?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Fouché or something? was it?
Where's the chimay? I'm losing our green peppers. Look, the chimays too.
You cooked in dinner, Mick. Wow, look at that. Hang on, I'll get a chimay on a background
On
of
the
green.
blue, with a blue label. Well, I think that's the blonde.
The blonde?
Currently on.
Okay.
And we're cutting down on costs at the moment, drinking those. So.
Look at that. That's a blonde. Carlton, eat your heart out. That's real blonde beer.
Incheon is a pretty little town on the outskirts of Madrid. The day we passed through, it was preparing for some sort of party involving bulls. It was our scheduled coffee stop for the day, so we were able to take a little time to look around. Call that a wine cup.
Sorry?
It's a shitty plastic mug.
So it says La Montse Michel on it.
And it's got to be a wine cup. Hope you enjoy your plastic
They had
wine.
bloody Preston written on it, you'd think, oh, gee, that's a bit of quality, a bit of class.
Hope you enjoy your plastic wine out of your plastic wine company.
Sorry, I don't know if I've told you before, I think it says Lamont's and Michelle on it.